in the healthcare space for over 20 years. I won't just say 20 because I won't age myself today.
Well, you're looking good.
Yeah.
Cheryl, thanks for joining me here on Building Better with Brandon.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, I'm excited to have you. I want to learn more about you and your business. Tell me, like, what is the name of your business? What do you do?
Oh, my business is, we have more than one business, but I'll start first with MedExcel Services because that's my baby. MedExcel Services is a multidisciplinary healthcare facility company. We provide rehabilitation services and home healthcare. But I'm in the healthcare space for over 20 years. I won't just say 20 because I won't age myself today.
Well, you're looking good.
Yeah.
You called it your baby.
Well, I've been in the healthcare space for many years, and I did my nursing in Montreal in the 80s. There, I just aged myself. But then when I moved to Toronto, my license was not transferable.
So you hit a roadblock.
Yeah. And I was a single mom, so I work in many different industries. And then I decided to start my own company.
Yeah.
At first, when you go to the bank, no bank want to look at you, so I refinanced my house a couple times to get going.
That's a huge risk.
Yeah, well, you got to take risks if you believe in yourself. You can't have other people believe in you. And when people see you going, that's when they supported you. So I was with a bank before, and they wasn't supporting me until TD come along.
And TD said yes.
And TD said yes. They see where I'm going, and they supported me in a lot of different ways. My two businesses. We have another business as Core Investment. So Core Investment does real estate. We do land development, and stuff like that. So, and I have my personal home that TD support.
Yeah.
My hands is all TD.
Yeah.
My two businesses, my
green.
home. That's right. Yeah. So, but they are very good, and the team that they have, in the community, that they're very supportive, giving you advice how to move forward. They help you to grow and have sustainability.
So what advice would you give to other small business owners who are watching this thinking like, I want to do what Cheryl's doing. I want to have multiple businesses. I want to be dripping green too.
First, you got to make sure you have the right capital, the right financial institution behind you.
Yeah.
Like TD, that, who will believe in you, who will see your dreams and want to grow with you. And at least, have enough capital for 12 to 18 months. Find the right employee who is linked with the growth of your corporation. You have to be courageous.
But like you said, there are so many risks involved, right? There can be financial challenges as you're going through the process and stuff like that. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Yeah, but do you mind sharing a few examples?
I used to work nights and go to the business during the day and use my own money to pay my staff. And then I had to refinance my house 7 times until I made that I come in touch with TD.
Yeah. If you had access to the TD services earlier on, for example, and a financial
I would
advisor.
maybe be a billionaire by now.
And this is why we do this series.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, yes, you went through those hardships. You've come out clearly as a winner. But my goodness, if we could have eradicated a few of those hardships, you could have been traveling a lot earlier.
That's right. Well, even though through the hardship, I, take vacation here and
Yep.
there.
She's a true advocate for work-life balance, people.
That's right. Because if I don't exercise, do my exercise, I can't focus. So I always build my life around certain things. That's what get me going.
Yeah.
So I have to take care of me first.
Right.
So, physically and mentally, I have to make sure I take care of me.
Yeah.
So because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of anyone else.
It is Small Business Month. What does Small Business Month mean to you?
I never look at my business as small.
Talk to me nice.
And because I don't want to be small, so I don't really want to have that around my business, because I want to grow, I want to expand. So, I just say I'm a business and I'm growing.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheryl, thank you for your testimony.
Thank you for having me.
And for sharing your story.
Sure.
Honestly, really, really going to change a lot of lives. Coming up next, as you heard from Cheryl, TD changed her life and her business. So Latania's going to share with you how TD can do that exact same thing. Latanya from TD, happy Small Business Month.
Thank you so very much, and happy Small Business Month to all the small business owners out there.
Yes, it ain't easy.
Exactly.
Hearing from Cheryl, it was really eye-opening to, also feel that people are going through the exact same thing. I feel like it's a process that I even went through, starting GMI. But I want to know, how does TD support entrepreneurs with getting their business started?
There are many ways that we support small businesses. Our website at td.com/business banking has a lot of tools and resources that are available, even a checklist that small business owners or potential small business owners can access. Outside of that, we have account managers that are across Canada who you can schedule an appointment with to ask questions and have an understanding, especially as it pertains to your industry. So even though multiple businesses might be in the same area, their structure, makeup, everything about them can be unique.
You don't have to do it all by yourself. This is why you guys are here.
Exactly.
So I know one question that a lot of people think about is should entrepreneurs have savings in the bank before starting their small business?
So I'd say the easy answer to that question is yes.
Okay.
Reason being, the biggest need for a small business is working capital.
Yes.
Cash flow is essential, and you would have to also think about the fact that if your business is new, there will be a period before the revenues start to come in.
Yeah.
And for that, there are definitely some things that you'd have to spend on before that period starts. It could be release, if you're doing a lease, rent, if it is that you have team members, you might have to pay them.
Right.
And you are thinking about maybe the startup costs associated with
just equipment maybe,
equipment,
right?
even, just gas to get to and from a
Right.
location. There's so many different aspects, things that you definitely need to have in place in the very beginning, and it'd be good to have some funds saved up.
And when we're talking about that money, I'm assuming we probably want it to be in a small business checkings account or a small business savings. You don't want it sitting in your personal account.
Right, but that is also dependent on how you register your business. As a sole proprietor, it could be either way, but for corporations, registered partnerships, etc., then definitely it'd be good to have that money separate.
For accounting purposes and all those things.
Exactly, and you want to have clear lines of demarcation, what's personal versus what's the business for reporting later on.
So how do people go ahead and open a small business checkings account or a savings account?
So at TD, we have multiple avenues for that. We have a business banking specialist team that supports the online journey. Virtual appointments are set, and everything that you need is done virtually online. The specialists are trained to support any kind of business makeup, whether a partnership, whether sole proprietor, corporation, and then they're also able to issue you with online banking access and send you your access cards through the mail if required. And they also actually can support with small credit requests, so low limits. They can definitely help you with applications for those as well in the same appointment time.
And that's essential because people like Cheryl, we want to see more successful entrepreneurs like her, for example. But getting to that next level requires access to different types of capital, different types of credit options.
Right.
So what type of credit options are available for small business owners at TD?
The whole list of credit options are available, but
Can I get them all too?
Oh yeah. So to be honest with you, clients may need one or a combination of a few credit options. We have unsecured lines of credit. We also have business asset secured options. We have residential real estate options. We also have loans to purchase commercial real estate. And outside of that, there are also the options to use either cash or margin to secure a loan with TD.
So some people might be afraid to take on a loan, but you don't have to be afraid. But there are pros and there are cons. What are some of those?
So let's look at the pros first.
Yeah.
When you take a loan from a bank, from TD, you have a set of persons who are trained, who are knowledgeable, and then you have that ease of mind that the knowledge and the expertise that's applied to your unique situation is top notch. The second thing is that when you apply for a loan from a bank, then you are actually saving on interest as opposed to other lenders that are out there who are not regulated. The third thing is that you are thinking about, that the security and the time. You always have an account manager that you can call after you've established that relationship, who can continue to walk you through the path and who already understands your business so they can make recommendations as you go along. Now, if you're thinking about the cons, I'd say it really relates to just you having a loan. There are interest payments, so that's an expense. And then the second piece of it might be, is that if your business is no longer, supporting itself, then you might have the risk of default.
And that's just a normal risk of being an entrepreneur.
That is it. That's exactly right.
So, I mean, speaking of some of those risks, like what are some of the challenges, entrepreneurs might face when starting a small business that they might not be aware of?
So the first thing that I always think that entrepreneurs need to be aware of is the fact that we are actually looking at you, the individual owner, as much as we're looking at the business. So it's very important to make sure that your personal credit situation and the credit profile that you have actually is in good standing, because that also supports your ability to access credit for the business that you own. We always encourage businesses to invest in a business plan.
So you can't just walk in and say, I want to do this.
Right, because other people are doing it. No, we want to understand your unique situation, do the market research, create a plan. The plan actually guides the business owner as much as it guides the bank. So it's very important to ensure that along with having good personal credit, that the owners also provide us with a business plan and at least 24 months financial cash flow information.
You work with so many small business owners, especially in the Black community. What advice would you give to people who are thinking about making that leap into entrepreneurship or who've just begun that journey?
I'd say go for it, first and foremost, because entrepreneurship provides a lot of opportunities, not only for you to gain revenue, but for you to also access a broader network of professionals and people who are in the same space or in complementary industries. But the other thing too is also to understand that there are other ways to be business owners instead of starting from the ground up. There are options with franchising that we could look into. And TD has a franchise banking group that's across Canada that can support you with all the steps for accessing and owning your own franchise. Another thing that we can also look at, especially in the Black community, is buying existing businesses.
Right.
Buying the assets of the business, the shares, however that person wants to sell the business, is also another way, so that you are actually buying something that's already a going concern and where there is a good idea of how profitable that business has already been, so that you can continue to enjoy that.
It's very clear from this conversation that, again, people don't have to do it all by themselves. You don't have to wear that load or carry that load. There are so many resources available at TD to make that a little bit easier of a process.
On our website, www.td.com/business banking, we have a lot of tools and resources. We also have focus pieces on the Black Entrepreneurship Credit Access Program and how to access that. We also have support for other minority groups and also women in entrepreneurship. So it's a very good resource to look at when you're looking at launching your business. In addition to that, as you know, TD has the Black customer experience team, and we have regional managers across Canada. Our major mandate is really to provide that kind of access to wealth management, business advice, credit advice. And what we find is that majority of the persons we support are actually entrepreneurs and business-minded individuals. And because of that, our team of regional managers who have a cadre of account managers, commercial banking managers across Canada are ready and willing to support all entrepreneurs, no matter the stage at which your business is, to move it forward and create that legacy that you're actually trying to build.
Yeah, and then we'll see 1,000 more Cheryls.
Oh yes. Oh yes, multiple more.
Speaking that into existence. Latanya, thank you so much. Always good to see you, my friend.
As always, it's always a pleasure.
Happy Small Business Month.
Thank you, and the same.
Hey, it's BG, and I want to know, what do you think about what you just watched? Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below, but also make sure to check out even more great content like this video and this video over here. And if you haven't subscribed to the Brandon Gonis Show, do so right now by clicking this button right here.